Jim Irsay passed away peacefully in his sleep at the age of 65. And though his physical voice has been silent, his impact echoes far beyond the fields. He is survived by his beloved daughters, Carly, Casey, and Kaylin, strong women who have long stood beside him carrying grandchildren, and the entire Colts family mourn today. But we also stand tall because that's what Jim would have us wanted to do. Jim's journey to challenges and apologetic guitar with the Jim Irsay Band. He loved his team. He loved the city. The Indianapolis Colts was his home, and the Colts was his legacy. Under his leadership, guys, the Indianapolis Colts reached 2 Super Bowls and stood atop the football world on a rainy Miami night in 2007, as Jim raised the Lombardi Trophy with pride and joy radiating from his soul. That moment, frozen in time, reminds us that Jim never just wanted to compete, he wanted to believe. He wanted to dream. He loved the team. He loved the city. Indianapolis was his home, and the Colts was his legacy. Under his leadership, the Colts reached 2 Super Bowls and stood atop the football world yet again. And he did dream boldly. Sometimes widely, he spoke of 3 straight Super Bowls. He believed in comebacks, just not the scoreboard, but in life. He believed that greatness wasn't reserved for luckily, it was built for those willing to keep all us in fall. That belief defined the way he lived. Guys, through the kicking the stigma, Jim turned into his private pain into a public person. He invested more than $25 million in mental health and activities, opened doors in countless individuals and families dealing with addiction, depression, and trauma. This was Jim Irsay. He used his scars to help heal others. He collected priceless guitars and championship belts. And his most treasured artifact was the Big Book, the foundation of Alcoholics Anonymous. Because of Jim, remediation mattered. Recovery mattered. And more importantly, people mattered. Guys, we will ever remember Jim, who he always intended to inherit not just the ownership, but the stewardship of the franchise. And while today we mourn, we also give thanks. For the wins, yes, but more of a man behind them. The man who wore his heart on his sleeve, who believed that every season was a new chance, who reminded us that being a dreamer was not a weakness, but a gift. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn NFL show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
Yeah, hey, let's go. Hitting that gridiron, we going hard, we running the plays. You know the vibe, only the strong survive. Gotta keep your head in the game. Talking NFL, uncut, straight raw, steady bringing that sauce. We about to take off, get it hype. This man, our sport talk. Yeah, from the quarterback to the lineman, everybody bringing heat. You don't really wanna try 'em.
Yeah.
Hey, who gon' win? It's a battle of the giants. This show is the flyest. Nobody can deny it.
This is
Man Hour.
What?
Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception? This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception?
Let's go. What is up, Man Hour Nation? Welcome to Man Hour NFL Talk, guys. Your go-to spot for live, raw, uncut NFL talk, guys. I'm so glad Vegas blogs and stay up to date on everything that we are doing and repping over here at the Man Hour. This is the place to do it, manhourradio.com. And hey, do not forget to hit the like button, guys, because liking and sharing and subscribing is the way this channel can grow and is the best way to stay connected with us to make sure you never miss a live interactive show. But wait, there is even more. Yes, there's more, Buck. You guys can become a Pigskin Pundit today, just like my man John. John is a Pigskin Pundit, guys. This is our members-only community where you get free entry into all of our weekly NFL pick'ems, the giveaways, and of course, exclusive merch as well. You get all access to the extra live streams that only our Pigskin Pundits get. So if you want the full Man Hour experience, guys, just sign up and join the squad. Hit the subscribe button down below. Now remember, this is a live, interactive show, so get down and talk your shit down in the comments below, because I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts, and I want to hear your opinions and the hottest of the hottest takes. We're all about conversation right here on the Man Hour. But guys, we do got a great show for you lineup today. We are going to break down the way too early NFC West win-loss predictions. That is the San Francisco 49ers. That is the LA Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, and of course the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to give you guys the power rankings, and then we got a little bit of buy and a little bit of sell, and then we end each show with a little bit of fact and a little bit of crap. Guys, I understand there are some lag issues over here on the live stream as of right now. I tried something new, and this is live, raw, uncut. You don't try something new without testing it. That is my bad, guys. But we are dropping about 70% of the frames. So it'll be like, but long story short, the voice should be good, but the visuals are bad as of right now. That is my bad. My bad. But guys, let's welcome some people into the chat here. We got Old Man River in the chat. It says Seattle, Jalen Milroe is going to take Sam Darnold's job by week 7. Slow it down, baby. Old Man River, as I do agree with you, I do think Jalen Milroe is the future in Seattle. I do think Jalen Milroe will eventually take over Sam Darnold's job. But week 7? Damn, brother. No love, no love, no love. Speaking of, I've got my man Alpha Rob in the chat today. What is up, Alpha Rob? What's good, brother? What's good? What's good? What's good? And my man John's in the chat as well. He says, what is going on, Buck and the Bella Buckmeisters? Finally getting to catch the live show. It's been forever. Yes, sir, John, it has been forever, and we got a lot happening here at the Buckmeister household. We have officially put in our offer. The offer has been accepted. We are moving, baby. We are moving. We're moving into Studio C, so we get nice bare bones. We get to build wherever we want, when we want, how we want to do it. So, guys, join us as we go through this massive transition happening over here at the Man Hour Studios, and of course in the Buckmeister household. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive right into today's show, and let's start the 2025 NFL season. Now, the question right off the bat is, can they run it back as NFC contenders, meaning the San Francisco 49ers, or is the window closing in the Bay? We're breaking down every matchup, every trap game, and we could define this team season right here, right now, May 21st, 2025. But let's not waste any time. Guys. Let's run through their schedule like I'm going to run through John's mom here in a little bit. I'm slowing down, baby. I'm slowing down, John. But week number 1, guys, the San Francisco 49ers open up on the road at the Seattle Seahawks, and this is a loss. Right out of the gate, I see the 49ers getting tested in a hostile environment. Seattle's got a tough defense. They got the new momentum with Sam Darnold and the rest of that crew. No more DK Metcalf. Cooper Kupp is insert in there. I got this as a wake-up loss for the San Francisco 49ers week 1, transitioning us into a nice little week 2 through week 8 saga here, where they start off the winning streak with the New Orleans Saints. They bounce back strong. The Saints come week 2. That is a win. And then week number 3, they travel to Arizona, yet another divisional game early in the season. This is another win. Now, the Cardinals are young and they are rebuilding, but the San Francisco 49ers take care of business come week 3. I like it. And then week number 4, they're back at home. Jacksonville Jaguars. This is another dub. This is 3 wins in a row. First segment of the season. They started the season 3-1. Now, the Jacksonville Jaguars, guys, they got weapons. But the 49ers at home with this defense that they have, I like the matchup, especially in the trenches, and bada bing, bada boom. It's a bad baby. They whoop that ass. Now, the first quarter of the season, guys, the key takeaways from the San Francisco 49ers team is they will struggle come week 1. They will figure out how to work themselves without Brandon Ayuk, right? Or sorry, Debo, right? They will figure out themselves quickly that they need to run the ball a lot. And then I do think the Niners will start to a 3-1 start as they do get locked in after this first quarter of the season, transitioning into week number 5. Week number 5 through 8, guys, this is where the bread and butter of the San Francisco 49ers season is going to take place. This could either make or break their season. Week 5, 6, 7, and 8, they play the Rams, Buccaneers, the Falcons, and the Houston Texans. Now, starting off that week number 1, they do travel to LA to take on the LA Rams. McVay versus Shanahan, this is always fun and is a fun watch, but the 49ers are just more complete team as of right now. Do not get it twisted. I do think the Rams are a very, very good team, but come week 5, I think the 49ers do outlast the LA Rams in this week 5 win. transversing us into week number 6. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they're going to be struggling at this point of the season, and I think the defense will eat them alive. The 49ers contract, you're absolutely right. I think they're going to smother the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home this week 6. Give me that dub. And then week number 7, they travel across the twisted, but the Atlanta Falcons, right? This is given a 6 straight win. Good Houston Texans team, a very, very talented, beat the Texans at home come week 1. I think the 49ers will out-physical them, and they will out-scheme them, and they will out-baby back bitch them, right? They're going to whoop that ass. So the key takeaways, guys, from this second quarter of the NFL season is this going to be hot, and they're going to be cooking, but come weeks 9 through 13, here comes a reality check. Here comes a reality check. Come crash back down to reality, San Francisco 49ers, and understand that this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. This is a war of attrition. And when they travel back across the United States, back to the East Coast to take on the New York Giants, come week number 1, this is a trap game alert. Sound the alarms. This is a tough game. Traveling east, cold weather, and the Giants are sneakily pretty good. I think this is their second loss of the season to the New York Football Giants. And then come week number 10, they're back at home. They just got beat down by the New York Giants. They got out-physical. They got out-skilled. They got everything by the New York Giants. They're pissed off. They're ready to come out there week 10. Then week number 11, they're back at home. Fresh off of that hangover win over the LA Rams. This is Arizona Cardinals, guys. They are a good team. Arizona catches the San Francisco 49ers slipping in week 11. Giving the San Francisco 49ers a 5-scoring offense. They're still a championship caliber team. My major concerns for the San Francisco 49ers going into the 2025 NFL season is, can they stay healthy? Can they stay healthy? And the second, the 49ers have the best roster in the NFC West. First, as we figure out this next time. Actually, let's see if I can go to the settings right now and fix the dropped frames issue. We do it. So we will definitely fix that before the next cast forum on Spotify, on the Believe. Let's push through this drama that we're having with the internet. The way too early win-loss predictions for this Seattle week 1 statement win. Week 1 is a huge divisional victory that immediately the celebration is short-lived because week 2 are the nastiest defenses in the league for the past several years. They're just too much for them. Then week number 3, I think the Seattle Seahawks rebound with a solid win over the Saints at home, control the line of scrimmage. I have to, and Jalen Milroe will come into play. They're going to stay stuck in Texans. I don't care who is at under to start rolling down, but the team. This is a heater. Week 15, they welcome Detroit Lions into town. This is the big one. This is a playoff caliber team that they're beating in December, and they whoop those candy asses. And then they finish out with week 16 with a win over the Seahawks again. Week 17, a win over the Falcons. And week 18, another win over the Arizona Cardinals in January. So the final record for the LA Rams in 2025, way too early predictions for me. I have the LA Rams going 13-4. That's right, guys. You heard it right. 13 wins for the LA Rams. Now, I know this might sound wild to some of you, but here's the deal, guys. Matthew Stafford's still playing at a very, very high level. Devontae Adams and Puka are dangerous. Kyron Williams has fully emerged as a running back 1 and will be a top 5, if not a top 2 running back in the NFL this season. The offensive line is stable, and the young defense, it's fast, it's physical, and they're coming together at the right time. Here is my takeaway. If the Rams stay healthy and avoid the midseason slump that could crush them a couple years ago, the schedule suggests they do, nobody's going to want to face them in January. They are a Super Bowl team if this happens, but I want to hear from you guys. Is 13-4 crazy take, or are the Rams right there in Super Bowl caliber contention? Subscribe, guys. Hit the like button. And remember, guys, we're live every Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/manhour. Guys, live interactive show. Drop your comments down below like Old Man River just did. Rams 12-5. 12-5, baby. Let's do it. All right, guys. Now let's dive deep in the way too early win-loss predictions for the Arizona Cardinals in 2025. Guys, this is the team that came into the offseason with momentum, entering in year 2 with Marvin Harrison Jr., who showed flashes of brilliance as a rookie. Kyler Murray finally has that dynamic weapon he needs to take the offense to the next level. But is it enough to carry them through the tough NFC schedule? Guys, here's a week-by-week breakdown. Way too early win-loss prediction for the Arizona Cardinals. But week number 1, I think they start off on the right side or the left side of the column, and it's a win over the Saints. Right out of the gate, the Cardinals take care of business. Kyler and MHJ show early chemistry, and the defense keeps up and keeps the New Orleans Saints in check. Guys, I think the Saints are just going to be a bad team this season. Week number 2, they do play the Carolina Panthers. That is a win over the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young is still developing, and the Arizona defense pressures him enough to secure a solid road victory. Now, week number 3, they do lose to the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are still a dominant force in the division. They are physical, they're disciplined, and they're a tough matchup for Arizona early in the year. But then week number 4, they do play another division foe in the Seattle Seahawks. Even with Cooper Kupp in Seattle now, the Cardinals' balanced attack and optimistic defense earned them a big win, big home win. Week number 5, a win over the Titans. Guys, the Tennessee offense has questions, and the Arizona takes advantage with strong play on both sides of the ball. Week number 6, they do beat the Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Gannon's defense shines and continue the Colts while Kyler and Marvin Harrison Jr. connect for several key plays. But then week number 7, they lose to the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers shows up when they travel to Arizona. The Cardinals secondary struggles to contain their weapons. Week number 8, they head into the bye week, time to regroup and time to heal. But then week number 9, they rebound to, no, they don't. They lose to the Dallas Cowboys yet again. The Dallas Cowboys bring physicality and depth, which the Arizona Cardinals don't quite match up on the road very well in. And then week number 10, they lose to the Seattle Seahawks. Now, Seahawks try to get revenge this time, or they do get revenge this time behind Cooper Kupp's strong performance. The Cardinals defense just can't hold up. Then week 11, they do beat the San Francisco 49ers. This is a statement game. Arizona finally beats San Francisco in a greedy physical divisional battle. Marvin Harrison Jr. takes a big step forward in his second season, proving why he's such a highly touted draft pick in 2024. Week number 12, they do beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars' inconsistency plays right into the Arizona Cardinals' hands. Balanced offense and opportunistic defense seal the victory for the Cardinals in week number 12. Then week number 13, they lose to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Guys, the Bucs are tough at home, and the Cardinals come up short in a close one. Then week number 14, they lose to the LA Rams yet again. The Rams are surging with the Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud entering his third year and showing promise, right? But the Arizona Cardinals' experience and depth prevail in the end. Week 16, they do beat the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons' young defense can't contain Tyler and company at home. Another solid win. But then week number 17 and week 18, they both lose to the Cincinnati Bengals, and they lose the season finale in LA to the Rams for playoff seeding. Arizona can't get the upset. So, guys, I think this puts the Arizona Cardinals at 9-8 on the season, just like what Old Man Rivers says. That's a massive improvement from where they were just a year ago. Kyler looks like himself again. Marvin Harrison Jr. builds on his rookie season into year 2, and Jonathan Gannon's defense plays tough enough to give them a real shot down the stretch. But here's the biggest question. Is 9-8 enough to get Arizona into the playoffs? And if they get there, can this team actually make some noise in January? Guys, comment down below. Is 9-8 too high or too low? Let me know. Scooby UT says, who do you think is winning the NFC South? Well, Scooby UT, we are doing the NFC South tomorrow. So tune in tomorrow. I will be fixing this whole streaming issue, and bada bing, bada boom, we will figure it out. But we'll be doing the NFC South tomorrow. Tomorrow. So, with that being said, guys, we have gone through the way too early NFC West predictions, right? The win-loss records. Right now, we have the Rams predicted to go 13-4 as well. With that being said, I do think the San Francisco 49ers do win the division with the head-to-head tiebreaker over the LA Rams. I do think they sweep the LA Rams. But I want to give a way too early NFC West power rankings for the 2025 NFL season. Guys, this division is always one of the toughest division and most competitive divisions in the league. With key roster changes, emerging stars, and tough matchups, is shaping up to be yet another wild race. So let's run through each team's predicted record, strengths and weaknesses, and who's poised to come out on top. So way too early power rankings for the NFC West. Coming in at number 4, guys, I do, even with Cooper Kupp joining the squad, I still predict that they'll go 6-11. Reflects ongoing inconsistency and yet a challenging schedule. They will have early wins over the San Francisco 49ers and Saints to show potential, but multiple losses, including to division rivals and playoff contenders, highlighting the uphill battle that they will face. They need to get growth from young players and more stability to climb the NFC West ladder. Right now, I think they're the worst they're the worst team in their division. And then coming in at number 3, I have the Arizona Cardinals. I think they're going to go 9-8. They're coming off a promising season this year, but this year looks like a step back in the 9-8 projection. Marvin Harrison Jr., entering his second season, continues to develop into a key offensive weapon, while Kyler Murray leads a solid but not yet an elite roster. They will have some quality wins over teams like the Panthers, Titans, and like Saints, but then they'll drop some close games in their division. This defense is improving, but consistency will be the critical key if they want to return to the playoffs. And then coming in at number 2 in the NFC West power rankings, I do have the San Francisco 49ers. As I do have them winning the division at 13-4, I think the 49ers remain one of the most complete teams in the league. They are 13-4 with 13-4 finish is an absolute within reach, possibly even conservative, right? If they stay healthy and execute on the road, Brock Purdy's new contract puts the spotlight on him to lead his team deep into the playoffs. They have a few losses sprinkled in, handling tough matchups well and maintain dominance in the division. But I think the best team in the NFC West will be the LA Rams, as they will not win the division, but they're projected to go 13-4. They will be tied for first with the 49ers, but the 49ers will hold the head-to-head tiebreaker. Even without Cooper Kupp, the addition of Devontae Adams will keep this offense very, very explosive. Matthew Stafford will continue to be a steady veteran leadership, while the defense features playmakers and can swing games. Some tough losses to elite teams are expected, aka the Eagles, but strong division play and late season push will keep them atop. If they stay healthy, guys, the Rams in San Fran, Adams' impact in LA, and Marvin Harrison Jr.'s growth in Arizona, and Cooper Kupp's fresh start in Seattle. But what do you guys think? Who do you pick to win the division? Will the Rams and 49ers continue to dominate, or can the Cardinals and Seahawks upset us and surprise us? Let's get into the comments. Scooby UT says, I have the Cardinals going 11-6 and the 49ers going 8-9, Rams 10-7, and the Seahawks 7-10. Scooby UT, you have a much more balanced division than I do, right? I think the Rams and the 49ers are going to firmly separate themselves from the Cardinals and the Seahawks this season. But you could be exactly right. They do have a very, very tough schedule on every side of the ball. Every team has a tough schedule. Old Man River says wild card worthy, meaning the Arizona Cardinals, but it gets them one and done. Mine is in sync now. Yes, we have the live stream keeps going up and down. I think I had the frames per second set up too high, but long story short, I am not satisfied with what's going on, so I'm going to fix it, right? So that is my fault. Real McCoy's in the chat says Niners lost their mind with Purdy. Niners will miss the playoffs. Real McCoy on Factor Crap. We are going to be talking about Brock Purdy. We are going to be talking about how all of a sudden they have all this money to pay Brock Purdy and Fred Warner, but yet they didn't want to pay Debo. They couldn't afford I don't know, but we'll be talking about that. Old member says, come on, Ray Charles could have called this division. 49ers in first, Rams in second, Cardinals in third, Seahawks in fourth. I don't know, baby. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights in the chat. What's up? What's up, Daniel Berry? Hope you're having a good day, brother. Hope you're having a good day. Alpha Rob says the Rams will win the division. Both Rams and 49ers sitting at 11-6. The Rams get the tiebreaker. Listen, if we head over to youtube.com/man hour, every day, guys, at 1:30, I post a poll over here to basically what the leading topic is going to be. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. And today, I obviously posted who is going to win the NFC West. And if we go over here to our poll, as of right now, we legit are in a three-way tie. We have the Cardinals, Rams, and 49ers all have 29% of the votes, and the Seahawks have the 14% of the votes. So over here at YouTube.com, we are very, very divided. Alpha Rob is picking the Rams to win the division. I'm picking the 49ers, and I think other people are picking the Rams as well. So for Old Man River to say that Ray Charles could have called this division, you are. I think you're talking out your butt. I think you're talking out your butt. I'm just going to be honest. Old Man River says the Rams will win the division, then the Niners, then Arizona, and then the Seahawks. But guys, head over to youtube.com/man hour, click on the community post and scroll down a little bit. And there's a poll right there. I posted it 8 hours ago. Every day at 1:30 East Coast time is when it gets posted. But guys, it is time for a little bit of buy and a little bit of sell. Where's my music? That's not it. There it is. There it is. All right, guys, let's move on to a little bit of buy and a little bit of sell, right? A little bit of buy, a little bit of sell. For those of you who might be new to the show or need a quick refresher, guys, here's how it works. I'm going to present a bold statement, a question or a scenario, and then it's up to you, the fans, to decide whether we are buying it or whether we are selling it. When we buy something, it's saying, you know what? I'm in all this. This makes sense. It's got legs and I am behind it. I am on board. No hesitation. Sign me up, baby. Now, on the flip side, when we sell, we are rejecting it. We're saying, nah, I'm not feeling this. It's not right. It doesn't add up, and here's why I'm not buying it. We are not afraid to call out things and put our own takes out there. So, guys, now that you know how it works, guys, buy or sell is all about making bold calls, backing them up, but having a little bit of fun in it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it and see where we land on today's first topic. And today's first topic on buy or sell is going to be the one and only Keenan Allen. So, guys, Keenan Allen, buy or sell. Guys, is Keenan Allen the best fit for the Arizona Cardinals in 2025? Let's break it down. Cardinals next season. But the question is, does this make sense for both sides? Is it a buy or sell? Now, I'm going to give variables for both sides, and I'm going to tell you why this could be a buy. Let's start with the positives. Allen isn't the most explosive player anymore, right? His speed and dynamic moves have slowed a little bit, but his value comes from being one of the most crafty and precise route runners in the league. That's something you cannot teach, and it keeps him relevant even as he ages, right? Last season with the Chicago Bears, despite dealing with a heel injury that cost him a couple of games, Allen still managed to rack up at least 60 receptions for his eighth consecutive year. That's the kind of consistency that speaks volumes about his reliability and skill set. In Arizona, Keenan Allen could really carve out a role as a steady chain mover option for Kyler Murray. With Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison Jr. being the top two targets, Allen wouldn't need to be the primary weapon, which might actually extend his career and keep him effective. He'd likely be competing for reps with Jay Jones and Michael Wilson, but his experience and savvy route running could give him an edge in clutch situations on third downs. The Cardinals would gain a veteran presence who could help stretch the field horizontally and move the chains. But on the other hand, this is why it's a sell. On the flip side, he is 33 years old, and the wear and tear over his long career does not matter. Father Time is undefeated. The Cardinals are in a bit of a youth movement with their top targets as well, and adding an older receiver could limit opportunities for developing players. Also, with Allen's injury history recently, including the heel issues, there's some risk involved in relying on him to be a key part of the offense. Guys, Arizona might be better off focusing on young talent who can grow alongside Kyler Murray, Trey McBride, and of course Marvin Harrison Jr. But here is my take. Overall, I am going to buy on Keenan Allen's fitting well in Arizona in 2000. Consistency and experience could be a valuable piece for Kyler Murray's offense, especially as reliable chain mover. The Arizona Cardinals offense could definitely use a veteran who can make things happen underneath and keep drives alive. Allen's presence could also help mentor the young receivers like Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride. But what do you guys think? Buy or sell? Keenan Allen as the best fit in Arizona in 2025. Guys, drop your comments down below and let's talk about it. Old Member says, no, we're still talking about that. Brian Myers is saying Milroe won't see the field barring injury. We'll see about that. Old dump pass type of guy. I agree with you. I like it. But Alpha Rob is bringing some reality. Alpha Rob is saying, hey, sell. He is just another D-Hop. Listen, Alpha Rob, I'm not going to lie. When the Kansas City Chiefs signed DeAndre Hopkins, I was excited. I was very, very excited because it was all that name recognition. I was thinking I was getting the D-Hop from the Arizona Cardinals. I think I was getting the D-Hop from the Houston Texans, right? The Arizona Cardinals are not getting the Keenan Allen from the LA Chargers, right? They're getting the Keenan Allen from that was second fiddle in Chicago. So I could see it, right? I could see it. Real McCoy says he is good in Arizona. He is buying it. Real McCoy, listen, I am buying this as well. I'm buying this mainly because the Arizona Cardinals need that second receiver. They need that nice veteran leadership, right? Mellow Mike says, name merchants suck. They do. They do. I was relying on D-Hop's name, and maybe I'm buying this because of Keenan Allen's name, right? Of what he used to could have been, right? I feel like the Chargers have always had the most talent with the least production, right? It just sucks, right? It is what it is. Jack Cerrone, number 7, says hi. What's up, man? What's up? Let's move on to this beautiful buy or sell day. And guys, the next buy or sell is Amari Cooper. So buy or sell is the question, and buying is a game, selling is a game, right? I don't know, whatever to say. But guys, buy or sell. Is Amari Cooper the best fit for the New York Jets in 2025? Let's break down why this could be a smart move or a risky one. So, buy or sell, guys, right? Amari Cooper, speaking of old age, he is 30 years old, and he's looking for a new role in 2025. And the Jets' wide receiver room is wide open for competition as of right now. This could be a right landing spot for him in 2025? Let's get into the details. So like previously, I'm going to play both sides. Why I think this is a buy. Guys, the Jets desperately need competition opposite of Garrett Wilson. Obviously, Garrett Wilson is their clear number 1 receiver right now, but other receivers on there, they're not necessarily bring that same veteran pedigree or playmaking ability that Amari Cooper has or can't. Excuse me. Amari Cooper may be showing some signs of decline on tape, but he is still a detailed route runner who knows how to create separation. He has a knack for uncovering defense, which is a value skill, especially in a developing offense, right? Cooper could be a solid target for his quarterback, Justin Fields, particularly on play action concepts and deep break-in routes. Fields' mobility combined with Cooper's experience could open up some nice opportunities for both individuals. Looking at Cooper's 2024 NFL season, in 14 games he split between the Browns and the Bills, he hauled in 44 catches for 547 yards with 4 touchdowns. While that is not his best numbers, it's clear he can still find the end zone and can contribute, right? And don't forget, in 9 full NFL seasons, Cooper has topped 1,000 receiving yards 7 times and caught 64 career touchdowns. That's a veteran presence and production hard to replace. But now, why is it a sell? On the flip side, Cooper is entering the back half of his career, and the signs of a decline cannot be ignored. His speed and his explosiveness aren't where they once were, and the Jets might be better serving giving more reps to young players with a higher upside, just like in Arizona. Additionally, the Jets' offense is still evolving under Justin Fields as their quarterback and as Glenn as their new head coach. And there's some risk that Cooper might not mesh perfectly with the system or be able to consistently separate against NFL defenses anymore. If the Jets are looking for long-term growth in chemistry, invest heavily in a 30-year-old with the declining physical traits may not be the best plan. But my take overall, I am leaning on buying Amari Cooper fitting well with the New York Jets in 2025. Once again, the veteran experience, detailed route running, and ability to get open on key routes gives Amari Cooper a legitimate role, especially opposite of Garrett Wilson. The Jets' wide receiver room could use reliability, a savvy option who can help take some pressure off their young quarterback and bringing a seasoned presence to the offense. But what do you guys think? Buy or sell on Amari Cooper as the best fit for the Jets in 2025? Hit the comments, guys, and drop your thoughts down below. But remember to hit the subscribe button. Remember, this is Minute Hour NFL Talk. We're live every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. East Coast time. Live, interactive show, guys. Let's jump into the comments. Alpha Rob says, learn from names like me, Buck, with Von Miller. Yes. Hi. Yes. Mellow Mike says PPF does that with big names. Can't replace school. I am new in my position, a brand new school, brand new kids, whatever, right? I don't care if they were starters last year or their backups or whatever, right? I'm looking for football IQ and just a pure motor, right? Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, J.K. Dobbins, they all bring those football IQs to a said team. So, but Mellow Mike's is going to sell it. He says nobody's a good fit for the New York Jets. Jax Rooney says, what are we doing? We're doing buy or sell, Jax. We are doing a buy or sell as of right now. We just broke down the NFC West, way too early NFL predictions, and now we're in buy or sell. Alpha Rob says, buy Cooper with the Jets because Cooper is washed after seeing him do nothing with the MVP Allen at quarterback. Alpha Rob might have a little bit of bias in here because he is a Buffalo Bills fan and he just wants to see the Jets suck. He's scared about the Jets. Let's just be honest. He's scared about the Jets. Mellow Mike says, what did Cooper do with an elite quarterback? Fields isn't that. Justin Fields is not an elite quarterback. You are absolutely correct. However, Justin Fields is going to nickel and dime you down the field. Justin Fields is going to be a smart, average quarterback. And I think Amari Cooper will help Justin Fields and Garrett Wilson progress into their NFL careers. Real McCoy says Cooper is all used up, as are the Jets. Jackson says, what are we projecting? We're doing buy or sell right now, buddy. Buy or sell. Does Amari Cooper fit well with the New York Jets in 2025? That's what we're doing. Mellow Mike says, Jets want to do something. Go trade for Ole. Can I say his name? Olave. He's a free agent, isn't he? If I'm not mistaken, I think the Saints let him walk last season, right, guys? I don't think. Let me look. Come on, computer, load. Load. Depth chart. Chris Olave. He is on the roster. Okay. My bad. He is on the roster still. Interesting. But next, buy or sell. J.K. Dobbins. Buy or sell, guys, is the question. Is J.K. Dobbins to pack these details, guys? So J.K. Dobbins, last season he missed 4 games with the MCL sprain, but still managed to hit career highs with 905 yards rushing and 9 rushing touchdowns. That's an impressive production, especially considered his time missed. But I got to give you both sides of the coin here, right? Especially competing with Brian Robinson Jr. as an early down back. Guys, Dobbins is a kind of runner who can pound the ball in between the tackles and still have enough juice to break off big plays. In fact, last season, he had 27 carries that went for 10 yards or more. That kind of explosiveness adds a serious weapons on the ground in the Washington Commanders offense. Guys, the Commanders offenses could really benefit from that kind of dynamic running, balancing the passing attack with a solid running game options. But we have to address the elephant in the room. J.K. Dobbins' injury history. Teams may hesitate to fully commit to a running back with reoccurring issues, especially one who missed multiple games for the previous season. Plus, Brian Robinson Jr. has been Washington's lead back and is solid in his own right. Now, how much opportunity would J.K. Dobbins actually get, and will he be able to stay healthy enough to seize it? My take, Cliff Kingsbury wants to do on the ground and the competition with Brian Robinson could bring out the best in both backs. If Dobson can stay healthy, he offers a potential mix of power and breakaway ability that could help the Washington offense take this step forward. But I want to know you guys' opinion. Buy or sell? Is J.K. Dobbins the right fit for the Commanders next season? Guys, drop your comments down below. Jack Rooney is saying buy. He loves him some J.K. Dobbins. Buy. Alpha Rob says he can be a number 2 back if he doesn't get hurt. And honestly, that is the biggest question about J.K. Is it healthy? Because every time you start to see J.K. Dobbins start to go off, he gets 100 yards here, 50, 60 yards here. He never has another 80-yard game. And then all of a sudden you see him 20 yards because he missed the whole second half with a sprained ankle or a quad or an MCL sprain. It just, his injury history is not on his side. Mellow Mike says Dobbins in a committee is a okay choice. He is going to buy it. I like it. Real McCoy says JK health is a big issue. Yes. His health is the biggest issue. Speaking of health, the Detroit Lions had a lot of health issues last season, so buy or sell is the question, and something is the game. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But guys, is Za'Darius Smith best fit for 2025 NFL season back with the Detroit Lions? Let's dive into this one. So guys, buy or sell? The Za'Darius Smith situation with the Detroit Lions is pretty interesting, right? The Detroit Lions only drafted one edge rusher in 2025, the kid out of Boise State. So the team clearly needs a proven veteran opposite of Aiden Hutchinson. Even though the Lions released Smith back in March, bringing him back on a new deal would make a lot of sense given their current needs. So I got to ask you this: why should it be a buy? Smith showed solid production after the Detroit Lions acquired him from Cleveland last season. In just 8 games, guys, he notched 4 sacks, 20 pressures on the quarterbacks, and proving he can still get after the quarterback. What makes Smith valuable is his versatility. He's a speed to power rusher who can slide inside for one-on-one matchups as a stand-up nose tackle or a 3 technique. That kind of flexibility would give the Detroit defense new coordinator Kevin Shepard more options up front. Adding Smith back would mean more matchup problems opposite opposing offenses and help balance the defense alongside Aiden Hutchinson. But on the flip side, Smith is getting up there in age, and his cap hit would be a concern for the Detroit Lions. Lions may want to focus on youth and develop their kid from Boise State and other young players rather than recommitting to a veteran with some mileage on his legs. Plus, with new coordinators and schemes, sometimes teams look for fresh fits rather than recycling veterans, even if they're productive. So my take, despite some concerns, I'm leaning on buying Za'Darius Smith being a great fit in Detroit in 2025. His pass rushing skills, positional flexibility, and proven ability to pressure the quarterbacks would be a huge asset for the Detroit Lions, especially with their long injury history from last season. In a division as tough as the NFC North, having a veteran presence opposite of Aiden Hutchinson could make all the difference in the Detroit defense's success in 2025. But I want to know what you guys think. Buy or sell? Is Za'Darius Smith Detroit's best edge rusher fit in 2025? Hit the comments, guys, and share your takes. Remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We're live every Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time. It's a live interactive shows, guys, so jump in and join the conversation like my man Real McCoy is. Real McCoy says Za'Darius Smith would be a good add-on to the Detroit Lions. I don't understand why the Detroit Lions didn't sign him back up in March. Maybe they're looking for some type of... Actually, if I remember correctly, by them not re-signing Za'Darius Smith, they actually got a 5th-round pick for him. So then they can sign him up again, plus the fifth round pick. That is a win-win situation there. Alpha Rob says, buy on Smith. He still has juice, unlike Von Miller. Alpha Rob, tell me that you're bitter without telling me that you're bitter. It is what it is at the end of the day. But guys, it is time to wrap it up. And before we wrap it up tonight, guys, I just want to leave you guys with something that matters. In a time where it feels like negativity gets all the spotlight, where people are quick to tear each other down and slow to lift each other up, guys, it is important to remember one thing. We're all going through something, every single one of us. There it is. Behind every scene, behind every face, behind every name, there's a story, a struggle, a dream. We all have our highs, we all have our lows, we all have our wins, we all have our losses. Whether we realize it or not, we all need each other a little more than we think. It doesn't matter your background, your beliefs, or where you stand. Every person you cross paths with is fighting a battle you may never see. That's why choosing kindness isn't just an idea, it's necessary. So show grace, lead with empathy, and don't be afraid to love out loud. Love stronger than noise, love louder than hate, love with action, not just words. Because when we move through this world with compassion, that's when real things start to happen. Let's be those people, the ones who show heart, the ones that see the good in others, the one who makes up the space around and feel bitch a little bit better. ELE, guys, everybody love everybody, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. It's been live, it's been raw, it's been uncut. See you guys tomorrow. We are out.
Hey, now it's time to take off. Gotta keep it live and raw. Better stay tuned in. Man, our NFL talk. I know that you're ready for more. They on the field, ready for war. Who's in the lead? I'm checking the score. We about to do it like never before. NFL live, uncut, raw. This is Man Hour NFL Talk. Let's go.